everybody, it's Kelly with Kellyscards.ca, and I'm so glad you can join me for this fourth card in this card kit series. This is the Everyday Card Kit number 4, and for this card I've picked out some really pretty pink colors to go with this Paris theme. So I had some pattern paper of this pink Paris kind of backdrop paper, and we're going to use that as well as some brighter pinker paper, and as well this scripty paper, along with a ribbon, a flower, a brad, and of course our fun little image that has the bike on it with Eiffel Tower. So to start out, what we're going to do is we're going to layer this onto this, and it's just enough for a little bit of pink to stand out. It's not a lot, but it's just going to help tie everything together. If you want, you can ink up your items with picked raspberry. Would be a really good color. I'm going to leave mine plain for this card, but if you want to ink it up, go ahead and ink up all of your edges with the picked raspberry. I think it would be a great color. So to start out, I am going to adhere this scripty piece right on to the back of this brighter pink paper, and this is a Bow Bunny line, and you can use either side. I think I'm going to use the plainer side. We're just going to layer it right on top there. And this is going to go on like so. And to give us an idea on how this whole card is going to go, it's probably going to look something like this. We have to have room for this large flower. We can either have it on this side with the ribbon or on this side. It is your choice, whichever way you want to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just attach our ribbon now. And by this, we're going to just take it on the edge about that far, flip it over. We're going to take some tape and tape it down. And then to even this up, we're just going to pull this straight and flip it over, pulling tight again, and tape it down. And now that is definitely not going anywhere. So then this piece will be able to go on top of the mat, and we're going to do that now. To make sure this doesn't go anywhere, I am going to use the thinner score tape on the outer edges, like that. And then to mix it up, we'll put the Xyron runner there. You can do that having your stronger adhesives on 2 of the 4 edges and then just using a lighter adhesive, and that way you're ensured that it won't go anywhere, but you're not using your more expensive adhesive too much. And there, now we've lined that up, we can just push this down, and now we can adhere this whole piece to our main card mat like so. Again, I'm going to go back in with the score tape. I'm going to go around the outsides. Like that. We'll take our backings off. And then once this is down, this is going to give us a really good idea on how this card is going to look. Like that. And now we're going to attach our image to the little circle scalloped mat. And we'll just line this up on here. And we'll just rub that down. And this is a really fun image with the bike and the Eiffel Tower. Alright, so now we have our image on there, and now we can start to bring things together. I kind of feel like if we put the flower here, we're just going to cover up the bike, but if we put it over here, we're still going to see most of the image. So I think that's what we'll do. I'm just going to take some pop dots in the middle here. Now that I have all those pop dot backings off, I can bring this in. And this is quite a big flower, so we want to make sure that we have everything on the card in the best place possible. Okay, so now that I have the image on there, we can try to figure out where we're going to put this flower, and we can kind of move it around. I think it's okay if it hangs more off the edge. The envelopes usually will have a little extra play for 1/4 of an inch, so that should be okay placement there. I'm just going to take and use my hot glue gun and put some glue on the back of this flower like that, and we're going to put it down. And I like hot glue because you have a little bit of time to play with it and place your item exactly where you want it. And I really like how that flower really comes onto this card. It's really nice. And here we have our 3 little bling, which you'll also find in your kit. You can just unpeel that off the backing. And I like to balance off the card by having something also in this opposite corner. Now there is the sentiment right there on the image, but if you want, you can feel free to add one of the sentiments that I've included in the kit. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to use this "You Make Life Beautiful," and I'm going to size this up to put this on this card. So again, you can either leave it plain like this or add a sentiment. I really like this "You Make Life Beautiful." So what I'm going to do is just add that. So I don't want to have this too close to the image because I think it's just too bulky. So what I'm going to do is bring it over here, and that will again balance the card. So I'm just going to add my adhesive really well onto the corners here. We're going to lay this nice and flat right into this corner here. Just rub it on nice. And lastly, we just have our insert. We're going to put into the card. And there, that completes that card. And I just love this card with these bright pinks on the darker tones. It really helps it pop. If you want, you can use a little wink of Stella on the image to add a little bit of sparkle, or even stickles might look nice, pink stickles, just onto the flowers there. That would look nice. But I just love the colors of this card. It is really cheerful and bright and quite a beautiful card. So I hope you enjoyed this card. Please join me for the last 2 cards in this card kit series. Again, this is card number 4 in this everyday card kit number 4. I enjoyed making this card with you, so thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful day.